Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera with you today. We're going to talk about something very important, your teeth. I've done a previous video, in fact it's one of my first videos, it's been quite a while, where I talked about making my homemade toothpaste. I don't care where you go and what you buy, nothing beats homemade toothpaste. I love it, love it, love it. Now my original recipe, which I've used for a long time, calls for coconut oil, baking soda, and some essential oils, some peppermint. I like peppermint, that's my preference. Well, as we've continued to homestead and we live in a very rural area, the whole issue of our pipes, our septic system, our water, all becomes an issue. We're in the middle of all of that right now. So I have changed things up a bit, experimented a little bit. It's not really that much of an experiment, because when I look back over the years and think back about things that my grandparents did, my dad, even my own father did, they simply used baking soda. So this is what I've done. I encourage you to try this. It works fabulously. So this is what I've done. Take one of your small jelly jars, one of your little half pint. I've actually used quite a bit. You fill it up to whatever portion you want with your baking soda. Now the baking soda that I prefer is going to be the Red Mill. Now, this is kind of hard to find at times. I get to definitely look in the organic section. So be on the look for this. This is the best baking soda. Now, I know we have a very well-known name brand that will work just as fine if you prefer that in a pinch. I have a bunch on hand I use for a bunch of different recipes and things around the house. But I'm telling you, if you can get your hands on this, it's wonderful. So this is what I currently am using and keep in stock, okay, just to let you know. So you're going to get your half pint, your little jelly jar, and you're going to fill it up with your baking soda. Pretty simple. The next thing you're going to do, now folks do different things, but this is what I prefer. I prefer peppermint essential oil. This is Young Living. I think it's excellent. I use it for several different applications. For an entire jelly jar, I'm going to tell you right now, you're only going to have to use about 10 drops. So, you know, I wouldn't go over 10, 12 maybe. Just kind of put you some drops in there, and then all you have to do next is simply this. Take a spoon or a fork or whatever, and you're just going to mix it up. It makes it a little bit thicker. I don't know if you can see that, and boy, you can smell it. I'm telling you. All I simply do is dip my toothbrush in there, and I brush away. You can make several different jars for several different people. If you chose to go that route, you know, that's no problem at all. Now, before I close, you're saying, well, what happened to your coconut oil? I thought you loved coconut oil. Oh, I adore coconut oil. That's another whole long video within itself, and if you've watched any of my videos in the past, I use it for a ton of things. So what I do, and the route that I have chosen that works best for me, is before I brush my teeth, I use it like in the mornings, you know, before I shower, or when I come in from the barn before I get busy getting showered up and brushing my teeth or whatever like that, I oil pull. So that's another video coming up. If you haven't started doing that, you really should, really should consider it. When I started doing that, I started noticing a tremendous difference in my teeth. I noticed a tremendous difference in my teeth when I started making the homemade toothpaste altogether. So I didn't want to abandon this, so I'm still getting the benefits by oil pulling. Now the thing that you're saying is, well, if you're oil pulling, what's the big difference? Because you could put it in your toothpaste. I spit this in my trash can. I do not want this in my pipes. That's how this whole thing is coming about. I wanted to separate what I was doing because of pipes. Now, I've never had an issue with the coconut oil in my pipes, but I have heard and been told of people that have, so I'm not taking any risk. So I simply do my oil pulling first, 10 or 20 minutes of the swishing, and then I spit it in my trash can, which has a baggie in it, you know, and then empty that every few days or whatever, and then I come over to my homemade tooth powder, if you will, and get the benefits from this. And I'm telling you, we are so cavity free, it's not even funny. So you really need to try these out. Simple, effective, and penny pinching all the way. It's so nice that whether you live in town or whether you live way out like I do, you know how to create the essential items you need for your health, your family's health, and to simply clean your home. And this is one way to do that. We appreciate you watching. If you like what you see here at Appalachia's Homestead, be sure to like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest. Try this out. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. I know it's a huge, almost like a throwback, a no-brainer, and I know there's other recipes out there that add this and add that. I try to keep things as simple as possible. Get the most out of the simplest that I can. Appreciate you watching. Y'all take care, and we'll talk to you soon.